Video game time here. I found a couple little Sonic the Hedgehog action figures. Not something I was planning on getting, but they were only about $5 in the stores. Just little figures from kind of early Sonic the Hedgehog games by the look of it. I always owned a Sega Genesis growing up, so owned the original Sonic game, of course, and then rented the other games like Sonic 2 with Tails and all that. So I have a few video game figures, so don't have anything with Sonic, so I kind of jumped on these. We'll just kind of open them up and check them out. They say they're only 5 points of articulation, but they look like they might be maybe a little bit better than that. And I passed on the Metal Sonic, although I kind of probably should have got it, because I did have a Sega CD, but I didn't own Sonic CD, unfortunately. But I did have the demo on PC later. Really mastered that first level. Let's just start with old Sonic here. Got the ring, background, tiny little card. It's by JAKKS. We have a very big-headed, old-style Sonic. So that's what I kind of thought about these. It said 5 points, but the way the joints looked, yes, that's only 1 point, but it's not just an up and down. It's multiple directions. Same with the legs, twisting and going up, but it doesn't look like the ankle moves on its own, so it is still technically 1 point. The only problem is this bent arm. You can't do much with it. He always looks like he's drawing back for a big old punch or something. I just saw this because it was kind of the older style Sonic with the bigger head and stuff instead of like the newer age kind of design. So I thought it was really cool looking. The head can move some, but again this arm kind of hinders, and then of course his big old spines in the back kind of block some of that movement too. But for just a little old, still articulated old style Sonic figure, $5, I couldn't really ask for much more there. Just this choice of arm, I would have went with something else besides this bend. Unless you can kind of do a run, but I don't know, it's just hard to do much with it. Rather than put it down, he's like, hey, how you doing? There's little Sonic. They didn't used to make video game action figures. When I was a kid, I always wanted that, but then you do stuff like the Happy Meal and Sonic the Hedgehog toys, but we didn't go there much, so I only ever had a Knuckles, probably just because it was an extra from somebody else. But I definitely had all the Super Mario Brothers 3 McDonald's toys, and those were, I played with those far longer than anyone should be playing with McDonald's toys, because there just didn't used to be video game action figures like those. So the packaging's a little different. Here's like a modern Sonic on the Tails, versus this one clearly was like an old style. So I was kind of wondering if this Tails model is more like from the newer games, but he still seemed kind of in scale with the Sonic. You can kind of look at different artwork that maybe this is more like a modern. The tail, of course, is kind of its own piece and can spin around, which is cool. It's a good way to do the tails, although I don't know if I quite needed the effect, but that might make it a bigger piece, that a little less likely to bust at that point. But again, the legs, I mean, they can do the sit just like Sonic could do. He's just got 2 arms out, so he's a little easier to pose and things with just the more simple arms. His head's free to go around all the way. I thought he was pretty classic looking enough to match this Sonic. I guess video game wise the models would probably be a lot similar size, but having Tails be a little bit smaller actually kind of fits here, and I think they look pretty good together. But I think it might be based more on newer Sonic games the way this is, especially the shoes don't have like the buckle or something, but maybe he didn't have that. So yeah, for a cheap Sonic and Tails, I think they look pretty nice. And just because I couldn't resist, I had this old style enemy, the Motobug, straight from the first game and so many others. 2 points of articulation. Again, this packaging is like the newer Sonic, but it's the old style enemies. Could be a thing of like the Sonic Generations or something like that, but get him. Motobug with the wheel, which is pretty cool. Again, toys like this I would have like absolutely loved as a kid because they'd be exactly like the game. It's saying the 2 points are the 2 arms, actually. So really, I mean, with the wheel, it's kind of another part. Look at that vast head articulation bonus. Yeah, but his 2 points are his tiny little arms. So it doesn't even count the wheel. I figured it was going to do like the head and the wheel were the 2 points. But there is like a little peg here, so if he did have a stand, but it didn't come with a stand. So I didn't really think about that, where it can't really, well, I mean, his jet booster things do help prop him up. You can kind of stand it like that. Yeah, I definitely would love playing with just even this simple articulation stuff. Would have been awesome as a kid just to have, because I own the game and Would have got to have the couple of baddies, have Sonic and Tails to play with. So they're not incredible or super articulated or extreme detailed, but since they're just kind of simple video game characters from, you know, an older Sega console and stuff, I think they'll just kind of fit in with my few odds and ends of video game action figures and toys and things, just because I never really had Sonic. And what really attracted me to these was the very old style Sonic the Hedgehog. I think maybe there was possibly a more modern looking one in the line there, but having this old style one really attracted me to them. So fun stuff. I open all my collectible stuff here, so get subscribed and check out, you know, the various playlists, see if there's things that you just want to see or if there's things that you collect as well. And I'll see you in the next video, as long as I have enough rings. I think I'll have enough. Give me rings.